Hey guys.
Hey.
So, I know you all came for my stand-up, just mine. This isn't really a stand-up as much as it is a rant. It's a rant about Florida, the wacky state that it is. I have to go to Florida once or twice every year because my grandparents live there, or whatever. I love my grandparents. I do not like the state for a couple reasons. First reason is the age range there. It goes 0 to 10, 60 to death. They're just living in their caskets, guys. Don't laugh at that. On the other hand, if you want to start a graveyard or a crematorium business, Florida is a great business. They're always having hurricanes down there in Florida, constantly. I've been thinking at some point we stop helping them. Ice caps are melting, it's going to go underwater soon. You know, Trump did help Puerto Rico, why should he help Florida? I've been thinking we should just switch the two places, Puerto Rico and Florida. Make Florida the territory, Puerto Rico the state. And the final reason I don't like Florida is the infamous Florida man. Now, if you don't know who Florida man is, he's not a specific person. He's a mixture of many different persons. Usually white, but it's a red state. Diversity doesn't get that much coverage down there. A really fun game I like to play whenever I meet new people is I have them look up their birthday, followed by Florida man. For example, mine is Florida man, November 7th. It's about some guy who jumped into the alligator pond and got bit. Classic Florida man stuff. I do really encourage you to do it. Not now, during someone else's stand-up. Got a couple of really good ones from people. One of my favorites is, it goes something like, Florida man assaults roommate with pizza. Now I really like this one, because it begs the question how he did it. If you take the whole pie and pie him with it, or what I like better, is he took one slice and kind of just slapped it across the face. And something I've been doing is I've been looking up Florida man on the bus every morning on the way to school. And so I've done you all the favor of compiling some of my favorites from the past 2 months or so. The first one is, Florida man shoves woman because he wanted to eat egg rolls at her house, claims she slapped him. It's a reasonable response to someone shoving. Another one is, Florida man freed from jail immediately robs cars in jail parking lot. Come on, that's a classic. He couldn't wait to walk the 2 blocks to like a McDonald's and rob a car there. One from just today is, hold on. Police arrest man who claims playing basketball naked enhances his skill level. I don't know how it enhances his skill level, but it does. And this next one is my all-time favorite. Florida man's baby pawn shop prank gets police attention. Now, if you don't know what this one is about, this guy tried to, as a prank, walk into a pawn shop and try to pawn his baby off. As a prank. Now, I shouldn't have to explain to you guys why that isn't the best idea. Because most people don't think about that as a prank. They think about that as call child services right now. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen.
So our next game is called Entrances and Exits, and I need Matt, Sammy, and Andrew on the stage. So how this game works is that each of these people will have a word. And whenever one of these people says that word, that person will either have to leave the stage or come back onto the stage, depending whether or not they are on the stage or not. So can I have the location that you'd want to go on vacation?
Hawaii.
That sort of rhymes.
Los Angeles, California. Tahiti.
Florida.
Italy.
No.
I would say Alaska.
Alaska. I'm gonna go with Italy. So, what are some things that you would hear while you're in Italy? Pizza.
Pasta.
Mamma mia.
Mamma mia.
Mamma
Your mamma mia.
mia. Here we go again.
That's a spicy meatball.
Spicy meatball.
Max, that's a spicy meatball. One more.
It's a me Mario.
It's a meme already.
When is the next gondola?
Cool. We have our phrases. Cool. Can two of you guys leave the stage?
Ow.
Yes, sir. What do you say when you stay on? This is the scene in Italy.
Oh, the spicy meatball.
You see, it's me, Mario. We have to eat the meatballs and taste them to make sure they're okay.
Yes.
Mamma mia, what is wrong with you? This is a chef's. This is literally the kitchen. This is for us, the chefs, not the...
Sorry,
I'm calling my manager.
Sorry, I do not follow these Italian culture.
Different countries require different culture, you know? Mamma mia, I mean seriously.
That's a spicy
He's at
meatball.
the McDonald's. He knows.
Hey, can I just have one, man?
Listen, we have to wait, okay? Because it's Mario time. I have to.
You know what? I'm gonna go to a different Italian restaurant.
Spicy meatball on mine.
Hey, you got to save some for me.
Oopsie.
Oh, come on, man. It's me, Mario. You have to save us some for your brother.
Excuse me, sir. Have you seen my brother Luigi?
I don't know. I mean, that's a really spicy meatball. Maybe he's scared by it. I don't know.
Mamma mia.
Oh, you wanna go? He's no McDonald's for him. I'm coming.
Finally, they're gone. Jeez. Put chili powder on this. It's a spicy meatball.
Taxi!
Thanks. Best intro ever. 10 out of 10. I'm not a dog. Harry, good boy. Shut up.
Ronnie Bear has nothing to do with my stand-up. So, recently I was in Boston, Massachusetts to see some colleges and to go to a convention. That was pretty fun. But I also learned that Boston is very different from New York City. An example, you know how our street grid is very nice, you know, it's like lines, and then horizontally and diagonally? Boston is as if John Adams drew the town with a crayon, handed it to Sam Adams, who was drunk, and said, let's do that. That works. Yeah. It's so bad that not even people who live in Boston know where they're going. I have seen native Bostonians holding a map of their own city. That's pretty bad. And another thing that I don't understand about Boston is the sports teams. And yes, I'm probably going to offend someone. In advance, I'm sorry, I don't care. So, I understand the basketball, I understand the baseball, the football team though. Boston, I hate to break it to you, they're called the New England Patriots, not the Boston Patriots. Sorry, it's just the truth. You have to share your sports team with all of New England. It's not just you. By the way, we have 2 sports teams, so how about that? And another thing is that I remember, so back with Super Bowl 53, where it was the Rams versus the Patriots, I saw a tweet from the Los Angeles County Metropolitan Transit Authority that said, we are committed to keeping our tires inflated. And they tweeted this to the Boston team. We're committed to keeping our bus tires inflated. And the response from the Boston Transit Authority, the Massachusetts Bay Transit Authority was, hey, your bus wouldn't run so low if you had 6 Lombardi trophies. And I was just like, ooh, this is gonna get interesting. I'm not replying to that because I'm a New Yorker and I don't really But that gets into the last point of the transportation system in Boston. Now, our Metro card is pretty decent. We're getting a new card soon, like that's contactless. And I was like, okay, so I wonder what Boston's card is going to be called. Theirs is called the Charlie card. Now, I was very confused because why Charlie of all names? That's a little weird. I looked it up, and apparently it comes from a song called Charlie on the MTA, where, 'cause that's what it was called originally. They even ripped off our subway system. Can they not get their own thing for once? And apparently, the way they used to do was instead of collecting the fare when you go onto the subway, they collected the fare when you get off the subway. So the joke is that Charlie did not have enough fare to get off the subway, and well, now he's stuck in the subway system. This ghost haunts the tunnels. And so they even have a little, like, I don't have the Charlie card with me, but they have like a caricature of him riding the subway, and that just made me wonder, do Bostonians, is that the reason why they don't talk about their subway frequently? They're worried about the ghost of Charlie haunting them? I mean, he's like a 10-year-old kid. What can he possibly do to you? Especially when, oh, I don't know, there's a train in front of you. There's a literal train and you're worried about a kid? Really? I mean, like haunting you like, you will not have enough fare. Ooh. I mean, come on. Imagine if a ghost haunted our subway. Wouldn't be that bad. I mean, it can't be worse than like, I don't know, a flippin'... Can't be worse than like a... Alright, I don't have anything to counter that, so just be warned. Watch out for the ghost of Charlie. He's after your fares and after your money. Thank you.
Next up is Al.
So, if you didn't know, I'm a New Yorker, yeah? Everybody, all New York people? Yeah, come on. And you know, we have some pretty cool things in New York. We have that tall green thing, we have that other tall gray thing. But a secret New Yorkers won't tell you is, we all hate New York, actually. You see, we hate walking, but we're going to complain when the subway is delayed because we're New Yorkers. I mean, sometimes my friends, you know, they just want to travel one stop on the train, and it's like 10 blocks, and they just refuse to walk it. And still, they're later, and they're still late. And then another thing people complain about is being like broke, like buying stuff. But this thing is, we're not going to take your free candy bar. We know it's poison. But the thing is, you know, New Yorkers, we're not going to move away, you see, because where would we go? I don't know, New Jersey? And you see, that's the biggest thing New Yorkers hate, New Jersey. Thank you all.
Colin.
Very crowded back there. Now, let's get up two lovely comedians. Absolutely lovely comedians. Can we get up Taryn? Taryn? And Carolyn! Alright. Now that we have our two comedians up here, let's get two audience members for a little game called Columns. Okay. Now, Columns is essentially random Mad Libs, where I don't know, maybe if the performers forget what they're gonna say, they might need help from you. So let's get two audience members.
We're audience.
Yep. And anyone else? If your kids can do it, you can do it. You.
Yes.
Yep, here. Alright, So, without further ado, where's somewhere that you would never want to be stuck for the weekend?
Florida.
Jersey.
Jersey.
Guantanamo Bay.
Guantanamo Bay.
What's super with Pennywise?
An elevator.
Elevator.
USSR.
Where should we go?
Communist
go.
Russia.
I do not want to be in communist Russia. Ever. Let's get a elevator in Florida.
Dude, we're not moving.
Oh my god, what we gotta do?
Well, okay, so there's this
Pizza.
pizza here, and so since we're probably going to be stuck for the weekend, we could sort of divide it into 2 halves.
Okay, so you'll take 2 and I'll take 6.
Dude, that seems
Unfair.
really unfair.
Well, I think it's
Marvelous.
marvelous.
Well, all right. I mean, you always
Splendid. Oh wait. Take.
take more than you need.
Look at me, I'm bigger than you. I need more food.
Well, you have such a small stomach.
Oh yeah, well you've got a
Really beautiful foot.
the most beautiful foot I ever seen.
Well, I tried.
You know what? You can have all my pizza if you get me to take a picture of your foot. I'm putting it in an art museum so the whole world can see.
That's really.
Creepy.
And
I'd like to go to the beach.
I'd like to go to the beach once we figure out how to get out of this elevator.
Yeah, this was the elevator to the beach actually.
Yeah, because we were underground before.
Yeah, and once we get to the beach, we're gonna
Go to North Korea.
we're gonna go to North Korea.
It's getting so hot.
Yeah, why? Because we're like in an elevator towards the beach.
My pizza's melting.
Ooh. You know what we should do? We should
Try to escape.
try to escape. I got it. We'll use the melted cheese to loosen the gears.
Oh yeah, forget this crowbar. Let's go see.
Yeah.
Oh, I think it's coming loose.
Yes.
Ah, my eye!
Oh God. You know what? I'm gonna.
Take a picture of your foot.
Now's my chance.
All right, guys. So just remember, always have melted cheese next time you're in an elevator.